Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. Will more or less redistribution improve world flourishing? I've long posited that additional redistribution will decrease world flourishing, but here is my best shot at a fair-minded debate on the question. In favor of more redistribution, income inequality is wide, which means pain to the poor, and it will only increase as jobs require ever higher cognitive functioning and overall efficacy. We must redistribute more on humane grounds and to reduce social unrest. An argument for less redistribution. That's true, but it must be weighed against that you're punishing contributors and rewarding others. You do get more of what you reward, less of what you punish. More potent, whenever you reallocate a dollar or an hour from someone who's more likely to contribute to society, you're imposing a tax on coworkers, customers, and society. That affects the quality of everything from customer service to medical service. In favor of more redistribution? Yes, but should humankind be so heavily tilted toward efficacy? Is there not an obligation to take from people who live middle class, let alone wealthy lifestyles, to give to those who live painfully modest lives, especially in developing nations? Less the other counter-argument. The question is how much redistribution? We already redistribute a lot. The top 1% pay 40.4% of the income tax. That's undisputed. Should everyone have the right to live in an expensive area, in a private apartment, with individually purchased food when Ivy Leaguers live 2 or 3 to a room, eat economies of scale cafeteria food, and at Ivy League, Columbia, and Penn in a low-income neighborhood? The middle class already pays the most painful share of taxes. It seems unfair to ask them to pay yet more. We could strike a balance with the Ivy League plan. People who are supported by the taxpayer get to live as Ivy Leaguers do. On the other hand, the more distribution argument is I'm talking about increasing taxes on the wealthy and the tax on technologies that kill jobs. In favor of less redistribution, even if you double the tax on the wealthy and impose a significant tech tax, there won't be enough for the likely huge tranche of people unable to consistently support themselves in an era in which decent-paying jobs will require cognition, expertise, emotional well-being, and not being saddled with overwhelming personal and family strains. And if you significantly increase taxes on the wealthy and corporations, you'll reduce the number of jobs and the amount of R&D that aim at curing our diseases and otherwise improving our quality of life. On the other hand, of course, the amount and nature of any tax increase would get titrated to optimize cost-benefit. Taking a good chunk from billionaires and a small chunk from the upper middle class would likely eat little seed corn. I'm not sure of that, but at least the experts should, using AI, evaluate the effects of different scenarios, from increasing to decreasing redistribution. On the other hand, I would like to see that analysis. Over-engineering society has a big risk of failure because of unanticipated second-order effects. But yes, we should look at scenarios that would seem to optimize for humaneness as well as overall human flourishing. In any event, that's will more or less redistribution improve world flourishing. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. And certainly would welcome you taking a look at any of my 36 books. Perhaps most relevant is Thought Experiments, but all 36 are on Amazon. In any event, I thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.